There's a company, I think Shinen, that everyone says since they did Fast RMX that they should just make an F-Zero game. Like, why the hell not? I'm just kind of in this boat of... There's so many indies that could do really good with Nintendo IPs if they'll let them. It's like, what's Nintendo doing with Star Fox? Nothing. So, yeah. I had this weird concept the other day that I came up with at a very unfortunate time. I had this thought of like, what if Insomniac Games made a Star Fox game? Like, cause they've done ship combat and they've also done some ground combat for Star Fox Assault. So I feel like Insomniac would actually be able to successfully blend both styles of Star Fox in a way that, frankly, Nintendo hasn't been able to. But then they just announced Sony bought Insomniac, so I'm like, well, so much for that. Yeah, so I'm like, dang it. My hypothetical situation got dashed immediately, because it was like, I want to say it was like the day after or something. Yeah, Star Fox is a series that I would love to see Nintendo hand over to an indie, because with a budget. Because, yeah, Nintendo ain't doing anything with Star Fox. So don't hit the switch, it'll collapse the floor and you lose the treasure. The other thing I thought about is, what if Insomniac made a Sonic game in a really weird timeline? Because it's like, what if they took like the sort of parkour-esque style of Spider-Man for PS4 and then just made like a really fast-paced, like open Sonic game? Like, just weird hypothetical situation. And also because Ratchet, personality-wise, would actually work pretty well for Sonic. The kind of cocky, smug, choky character, but like Insomniac can actually do dark plots better than Sega can, to be blunt. Yeah, they should have. There's a lot of things Ultimate should have brought back, to be honest. I'm still in that camp that's sort of holding out for Smash Run, because I think it would work really well if they give it another try on an HD system. But I'm not holding out too much hope. I also miss trophies, I'm not gonna lie. Spirits are just kind of plain. Did Doc go in here already? He did. I was like, wait, where is Doc? Yeah, like, Ultimate isn't perfect, but I do think it is sort of my favorite Star. Oh, why did I almost say Star Fox favorite Smash Bros? Just because of how much potential it frankly had. And they're still adding to it. So I'm hoping they bring back some of the features they took out from the last couple games. What was I gonna say? I'm also like, because if they're not gonna put Persona 5 on Switch, I would be okay with Persona 4 Golden, I'll be honest. Because I think that would be a good compromise. Easier to port than 5. But still to acknowledge Persona on Nintendo. AKA, I don't want to rebuy a Vita, so I kind of would like Persona 4 Golden on something else. In other words. Also, I'm still slightly bitter that Dancing All Night is only available on PS4 if you buy the complete set of dancing games, because that's like $100. Alright, so I might accidentally take the exit, because I do this a lot on this level. So I'm hoping I don't accidentally do that. So you have to do these rooms in a specific order with the power-ups they give you. I'm still really happy with Smash Bros. From a DLC standpoint because they're really going all out with the DLC characters. That's why I'm hyped for Banjo because of how much care they put into the other characters. Alright, so it's this door? No, it's not. This door, up here. Just gonna drop that. Don't need to worry about that right now. So like, I've talked about this a lot, but I legitimately have so many weird random guesses, and I can repeat them if you'd like. The character I most want is probably Shantae at this point, since she as an indie character has like the most history with Nintendo, and then if they go for another Western character, I would say Spyro. I'm a little torn between Crash and Spyro because my heart wants Spyro, but I think it's more likely that we get Crash. If that makes sense. I don't think it's super likely we get both because Activision. But if we just got one, I think we'd get Crash. But I would personally take Spyro over Crash, because I grew up with the Legend of Spyro games. As a kid, I didn't realize how really bad those games were. They're so fun, but they're like kind of outdated design-wise. I think this is the first time we're legitimately fighting Spinny, because we have to. Because all the other times we just skipped him. Do I not have the upgraded attack for this? I do. Maybe I missed the input, or maybe he doesn't have that in this. Oh, he does. My really outlandish guess is like Doom Guy, because why not at this point? And he's, you know, iconic classic video game character. But like really, I think they kind of, I hate to say this, I think they went a little overboard too soon. I think it would have been better if they saved Joker for later. Like, I'm speaking from a place of we don't know who everyone's gonna be, so maybe they will top it, but like with Joker and Banjo specifically, I'm very unsure of how they can top this. And how they can like, yeah, wow people anymore, because it's like, I feel like they got the maximum reaction out of those two. Now everyone else is just gonna be like, yeah, that's okay, but not as impactful, if that makes sense. But we'll see. Full surprises this time, I'll say that much. Also, weird question, and I've seen this being thrown around, but there's sort of discussions of like, if they have a Fire Emblem character who isn't a sword character, would that be more okay? Or do people just really not want any new Fire Emblem reps? Like, there's sort of the joke of like, if Claude ends up being in Smash Bros, would people still say there's too many Fire Emblem characters? Oh, this is a bad fight. It always is a bad fight for me, to be honest. For some reason, this guy always gives me trouble. So time to take it easy a little bit. Not that easy, apparently. First death. Fiemblem? emblem. There's a fire emblem. Wow, he can grab you like that. That's neat. Yeah, for some reason, this specific fight always is the worst for me, personally. Like, it's the fight that always trips me up. Like, I can have a really fine playthrough, get to this guy, and it all falls apart real fast. I think I need to use stars. I think copy abilities actually make this fight harder. Yeah, I'm enjoying Three Houses. I'm curious to see how I'll feel about the end. But at the moment, it's kind of a weird game because I don't know how much I've talked about this, but it's like I have trouble making decisions. So there's so many characters in Three Houses that it's actually slightly overwhelming. Good, Cutter. Thank you. This will actually make the fight possibly doable at this level of health. Never mind. Spoke too soon. Yeah, I feel like if this guy's attack patterns are weird. He's just generally kind of tricky to deal with for me. Like that. So what I usually do is, if I end up struggling against this guy, is I cheat. And go back to World Forest boss and get Tornado. Because Tornado is kind of a boss shredder in this game. So I hilariously almost always end up defaulting to it. Yeah, another character I really want to see, but I don't think it's gonna happen, is Amaterasu from Okami. Not gonna happen because Capcom doesn't really seem to acknowledge Okami's existence ever. Okay. Okay, so the frustrating part for streaming this game is, for Tornado, I use an audio cue to know when it's running out. But because I have delay, I don't know when it's running out. So I'm holding off a little bit. I'm playing a little bit more conservatively than normal. Also, we have Fire Tornado, I forgot. Basically, if you go over fire with a tornado, you just turn into a fiery tornado. Oh my god, you're actually right, it totally is just a red angry bird.